welcome to Rex of the Rainbow, where I recommend books based on colors of the rainbow. Now, I know book cover colors can be very subjective and a little bit controversial. If you don't like the books I pick for a specific color, then you can do your own Rex of the Rainbow. But today we will be doing the color green. So first up on this list, I have Wayward. This is a multi-generational, multi-timeline POV story of 3 different generations of women in the same family and their experience with living in their time. Very, very slight fantastical elements, not a whole lot, mostly kind of literary fiction-y women living in their time. This next one, very fantasy heavy, and that is Jade City by Fonda Lee. I read this book semi-recently, and I love this series. I am obsessed with this series. This is a Chinese-inspired, again, multi-generational story, although in the first, you kind of move to each generation through each book, but it is focused on kind of a gangster mob clan and their ability to operate within politics and just their greater culture in their country as it kind of opens up to the world. Very, very good. Very political. Again, a lot of fantasy elements. The magic system is something a lot of people talk about in loving this book. Obsessed. I love this series. Now we are moving on to nonfiction, and that is Eve, How the Female Body Drove 200 Million Years of Human Evolution. This is a fantastic nonfiction resource. I actually bought my sister a copy of this, and she's been working her way through it. It is pretty dense, but written in a way that's kind of easily digestible. So it works its way through different parts of female anatomy and why and how those came to be incorporated in the human species or just mammals in general. And it's just good. A very good nonfiction about why the human body kind of sucks at some things and why it's really good at other things. So, highly recommend this if you want to learn more about your own body. And then finally, another nonfiction, but definitely a different vibe, the memoir Know My Name by Chanel Miller. If you read one memoir in your whole life, let it be this one. This is such an important story. I actually do recommend the audiobook for this one. Chanel Miller narrates it herself, and she is just an impeccable writer, and the trauma she experienced in her very public rape trial against, I don't even remember what the fuck his name is. I don't know, the shithead swimmer from Stanford. We don't need to know his name. We need to know Chanel's name because she is an incredible artist and managed to turn all this pain and trauma into just a beautiful, beautiful book. So read this and drop any other green books you recommend in the comments.